We've missed you. We've missed talking to you. But what a great day of rehearsal it's been.
Yeah, such another day of being reminded of the high quality of Eurovision this year.
Definitely. So let's say hello to Gareth. Hello to all of the people in the live chat. Yes,
We have.
It's not a touch.
Oh, it's not touchscreen.
It's
sorry.
not a touch screen. We have next to us a laptop where we are reading all of the comments that you guys are leaving on the live chat. And hello, we're going. Well, Jess will say hello.
So we have Gingerbread in the house. Hello to you,
Hi.
and Morton V.
Hello everyone.
Hope the preparations for Eurovision are going well for you. They are. Thank you, Morton. You're rooting for Finland this year, and you're more excited after seeing the rehearsals.
So then let's talk about the rehearsals without further ado. Jess, who did we start the day with?
So we started off with the unicorn from Israel, Noah Kirel, and wow.
Yeah.
I mean, what a way to start the rehearsals, and what a great way to start your Monday morning.
Actually,
I would
yes.
say. It was just incredible what we saw on stage. The choreo was like world class in my opinion. So like fine tuned and on point. Every element about the staging had been well thought through, and it just looked like excellent.
Yeah, it was great. I didn't know what to expect because we hadn't seen Noah in the pre-parties. She wasn't giving any hints. We just knew like the choreography will be like there will be this element, and then there was probably obviously going to be a dance break when she says like, "Do you want to see me dance?"
Yeah.
And yeah, I think there's a hint of a costume reveal, like outfit change, because she started.
Small one.
Yeah, she started the video, the TikToks with like some black cargo pants, and then I wish she just goes like this, but we didn't see that. And then she has like some cheeky shorty shorts.
Yeah.
But I like it, and the movement we've seen on the TikTok clip where she goes backwards. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
How do you call it?
Like a backflip maybe, or
No, backflip is
like a roly-poly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, roly-poly! That's like the cutest thing.
I know, we have the cutest name for things, right?
Yes. You know what these kids, I was going to say, these friends have been saying a lot lately that I've catched on. Cutesy. Something is cutesy.
Yeah.
That's so cute. And yeah, so I think for me, this is a top 3 performance as we discussed. For you, maybe not.
For me, I would say it's top 10 in the final.
But yes.
Yes, let me try and navigate this laptop again, because
Jess is so high-tech that her laptop screen is touchscreen, so she's not used to using the finger pad or like a mouse.
So we have Kat Wellham in the house.
Hi, Kat
and
Wellham.
RJ and Ry Bailey. You're always here. Good to see you. Lee Fern, evening to you too. Sarah O'Halloran, you're working tomorrow.
Oh.
Hopefully you have a good day at work. Let's see. Lee Fern, how amazing was Finland today? Yes, we will get on to Finland. Laurie Francis, what was the biggest surprise and the biggest disappointment today?
Oh, that's a great question. I will say like the biggest, it's not a surprise, but Finland was amazing, Okay, Finland was a really big surprise for me because they brought their stage concept times 100. It's what we were expecting, but not. It's like the perfect example to give everything, letting us know exactly what he's going to do, and he goes and does it. In an amazing way. Like the box is so monumental. I think it's just like gotten to a monumental level. And you, what was?
I'm gonna say Belgium was my biggest surprise, just because I was not prepared for the level of fabulousness that Gustav was going to give us, and I was very pleasantly surprised by his performance, and I am fully on board with Team Gustav now. Took me a while to warm to the song, but his staging has just turned that around for me completely.
Yeah, for me it's more or less sort of what I expected, but like more polished. That's why it's maybe not so surprising. I love that he has included the Vogue dancer.
Oh yes.
I love that because there is sort of like a renaissance, or maybe it was never gone, excuse me. But I love seeing that on a Eurovision stage because it is these kind of ballrooms really speak to some of the Eurovision core values.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy to see that also brought on stage.
Yeah. And as for biggest disappointment, I wouldn't say there's been a disappointment today necessarily. I mean,
Disappointment.
I think that's maybe not the right word to use.
The one I found the most underwhelming is Romania.
Yeah, I would agree.
I think there's too much yellow in the outfit. I'm not digging the yellow outfit. I'm also not digging the Pikachu outfit. Socks.
Pikachu.
The Pikachu socks. No. I also thought it was bad luck, internationally known that it's bad luck to wear yellow on stage.
Oh.
Yeah. It's since the times of Shakespeare. I think
Okay.
some actor died in a yellow costume. So since then, bringing yellow on stage is usually bad luck. But
Didn't hurt the rope.
what? Yeah. Well, sorry,
Oh.
it didn't hurt the rope.
Yeah.
It didn't hurt the rope. That's
Andy in the background.
Yeah,
He'll
yeah,
be
yeah.
with us soon. But let's go on. Mark is here. Hello from the UK.
Hi.
Hello, Joanne Johnson, and thank you very much for your lovely message earlier on. We have Emerald Lakes Academy, Kevin Leister.
You guys come up with the best usernames. I'm just bored, so basic. I just put Clara.
Welcome back, Bubble Pirate.
Let's see. One is not ready yet.
We have Gareth Bowen in the chat. If Sweden win, whose turn is it to host, Stockholm or Malmo?
Gothenburg. we were actually talking about this morning.
I mean,
go ahead, please. Just.
I've never been to Sweden before, so I'd be happy to just go to any of these cities. And I would presume that each of them is going to be just as expensive as the rest. So I guess it doesn't really matter from my perspective.
We're gonna bleed. Our bank accounts are gonna bleed even more. I would rather look who's here. I would rather not do it in Stockholm because I've already been there. I've never been to Malmo. I've been to Gothenburg and Uppsala and Leksand. So anything that's cheap within Swedish standards.
I'd go for Malmo, I think.
They've already hosted, so they already have the infrastructure in place.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I think it's those three cities, really, isn't it?
pretty much.
Gothenburg, Switzerland. Gothenburg, Stockholm, and Malmo. And the only reason I want Malmo is because I love how they say it.
Malmo.
Malmo. Hey guys.
Hello.
we were just answering one question about which is the most surprising rehearsal and the most underwhelming. So if you want to answer that, Andy, you are very welcome because we already gave our answers.
Surprising rehearsal.
Or the one you were looking forward to the most.
I think the one that I was looking forward to the most. Actually, I'm going to say the one that I was looking forward to because we've had no kind of hint about what it was going to look like was Israel. And she didn't disappoint. Wow.
Yeah.
We knew there was going to be. We knew it was going to be big. We knew there was going to be lots of money behind it. But it's wow. Israel for me now has just totally shot up.
It's my top three. It's in my top three.
Yeah, I think Israel are going to get a really good result this year. But I also want to say I'm going to say Belgium actually because I quite liked.
Just like me.
Oh, is it? Oh, let me think.
Oi.
Yeah, and you know what I liked most about Belgium as well is what Gustav was wearing. I was really impressed with the styling. I've never been a fan of the big black hat, but actually in white it just looks it's kind of very elegant. And we saw, we saw in some of the pictures some interaction with the amazing backing vocalist as well. And ever since that song was released, everyone's been talking about how great the backing vocalists are. They're like 2023's The Mummers kind of, aren't they, really?
Yeah.
So glad that they feature heavily because, it's a song, for him it's so important that they're as much a part of the performance as he is. So yeah, really liked Gustav and disappointed. I don't know if I would say disappointed.
I said underwhelmed, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I would probably say Romania as well.
That was what I said. Yeah.
But answer me this, guys. He's got Pikachu on his socks, and I thought that wouldn't be allowed as per the Eurovision rules because is that not advertising? I don't. It's a brand, isn't it? You weren't allowed to say Facebook. You weren't allowed to say Google Maps.
Well,
Are you allowed to have Pikachu on your socks?
I guess if he's not saying it or singing it, maybe that makes it allowed. I don't know.
Ooh, I don't know. Anyway, guys, you can answer that. I have no. I'm going to work backwards. Netta said Pikachu in 2018. She did.
Oh,
yeah.
yes. So,
Okay. Pikachu is the exception to the rule then.
Yeah, there must be like a Pikachu agreement somewhere.
Mark Frashedas, I think. Where are we from? So I'm from the UK.
So am I.
And I am from Spain, currently based in Latvia.
There you go. Where are you from? I'm gonna guess Portugal. We're gonna answer some of your questions, but then we will go through any countries that the beautiful ladies haven't spoken about yet.
Yeah, we just spoke about
Israel.
Okay. We've got lots to do then.
Yeah, you're very
Which
fast.
country do we think will receive 0 points from the televote? I'm hoping none,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure there won't be any zero. I'm pretty sure there won't be any zeros in the televote this year. So who went after Israel this morning? Jess.
Azerbaijan.
Oh, the twins.
Yes.
They've gone blonde.
Yeah.
Should I try? No, it looks terrible.
Well, I've always said Clara. I think Clara should go a little bit blonde at some point in the future. What do you guys think?
Yeah, but like my hair is so dark, naturally I would have to bleach it and it will like probably ruin the whole structure. I don't know. I'll buy a wig or something.
You look like me in 2 years' time.
Yeah. But I like Azerbaijan quite much. I think it's really charming. I love that they are going for this 70s aesthetics and they have this Beatlesque vibe going on. It's really appropriate for Liverpool. I love their 70s fashion and it's very inviting. It's just them on stage, like jamming together, harmonizing. They harmonize really well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think they've probably got some of the best vocals we've heard from today's rehearsals. And the way their voices just seamlessly match together so perfectly is incredible in my opinion. But the staging does feel me a little bit underwhelmed, just because there's not really a lot happening and there's not a lot for me to really focus on or to be drawn into. But otherwise, they look fabulous and they sound great.
I think that this might be fixed with closer camera shots. We've just seen like one camera, a steady camera from like a little far away. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how this looks on like the whole Eurovision camera work done.
Yeah, this is a song that's really, really grown on me a lot. And I would say actually over the past couple of days, if I was to kind of talk about one of the songs that I've been humming the most, it's probably been this one. And I think maybe the fandom has underrated this song a little bit as well. And I think there's many reasons why I would love to see this go through to the final. One, because I actually find the twins really endearing.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we're fortunate enough to have been able to meet them in person, and they're just a lot of fun to be around. And there's a lot of creativity that maybe we still haven't seen from them yet. So I'll be excited to talk to them again this week. Rebecca Ferguson. Sorry, we have this thing wherever we have to say, because people are going to hear us saying Rebecca Ferguson. We have this thing where when we burp, we have to say Rebecca Ferguson, and I have no idea. So if you see any of us saying Rebecca Ferguson,
Blame this guy here.
Yeah,
it's always my fault.
I didn't know who she was until recently.
It's always my fault. We have to do it in a Scouse accent as well. We have to go to Rebecca Ferguson. Anyway, there you go. Azerbaijan. And also, when the song first came out, I kind of got the Beatles vibe straight away. And now I hear a lot more people getting this. And it just seems so fitting to be here in Liverpool and we've got this. So it's almost like it was meant to be with this song.
Yeah.
But I also really want to applaud Azerbaijan for not buying something in this year and go into Azerbaijani talent. And for that reason, because I would like to see them do more of that, I really want this song to do well and get through to the final. But yeah, it's from what we saw, we only with all of these, we've only seen a very, very short clip. And I'm pretty sure that maybe the delegations will have a bit of influence over what part of the clip goes out. I don't know. But yeah, maybe there's more to see.
Definitely.
With this. But I'm liking the blonde locks, boys.
Me too.
Me three.
And then after Azerbaijan, we had...
I do believe it was Czechia.
But just quickly, hello. You liked Azerbaijan's song, Rehearsal. Bubble Pirate, you're saying Azerbaijan have to qualify. Hey, Justin, you get a 60s vibe from Azerbaijan. Let's have a look. Alexander Pagels, you're going to see Maneskin in concert tomorrow.
Cool.
I am well
So
gel.
cool.
I've
Where?
still never been able to see them live.
Oh, because you were, and actually I was was it in Rotterdam that they won?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just Tommy and me in the rehearsal. You weren't there.
No, I've never
You've
I've
never properly seen Maneskin. Oh my god.
Petition to get Andy to see Maneskin live.
Yeah.
Where are they performing? Where are you seeing Maneskin?
Hey, Morton V.
Hi.
It feels like a little while since we've seen you, Morton. Hope you're doing well. Down in Portsmouth or Southampton, from what I can remember.
Oh, they're here.
Who is?
Maneskin?
No, Morton V.
I was still thinking, where the hell is Maneskin?
Hey, Kat Wellham, how you doing? Well, we were hoping to see them in the final because they would have been a great act to invite back, but they are busy touring right now.
They're clearly too
I
busy for
understand.
Eurovision.
But I've still got my fingers crossed for a satellite link up because I think they're going to be in the States, aren't they, when Eurovision is screened. Morton V, oh, you're from Kent. Sorry, I got that totally wrong. Czechia.
Yeah.
I think Czechia is one of those that I was expecting a little bit more. Maybe because for me, a girl band has a personal meaning. I love seeing girl bands on stage perform with their instrument. You know, like the traditional idea we have of girl bands, and it's not exactly what they're giving us. They're all dressed in very pastel pink, which is super feminine and soft, and this was for me a song that inspired power and in empowerment. And I'm not saying that if you're dressed in pink you can't, but there are certain codes, we can't lie that there are certain codes that have to strike a match, and that wasn't the one.
Yeah, I would kind of somewhat agree with that. You know, I do think they look beautiful in what they're wearing, but at the same time they're all kind of dressed very similarly, whatever the word is. And, you know, I kind of thought the whole idea was for them to be like different and like independent and each to their own. But, you know, aside from that, visually they look great on stage, and this kind of choreo that they have going on works well in my opinion, and I think it comes across well on stage. It's just a bit confusing, the styling compared to the message of the song. I think there's a bit of a mismatch going on.
I also, can we move? I feel like Jess is like right down the bottom of the screen. Is my phone going to drop out if we move this a little bit? I might just get Clara to do a little bit of adjustment. Jess, you look so tiny tonight.
I'm only short.
Sorry.
I would say the thing that I miss with Czechia is the individuality, and that's purely down to the styling. Not that the styling in itself is bad, but I what just happened?
I just went to go move the camera to get you in, and then my hand went over it and
I don't
blocked
need
it.
to be in. I was expecting something
Just now in pocket size.
a bit more edgy, and all I could see, all the edginess that I could see was some long ponytail, was some long plaits.
Or like them pretending to be like dolls, like.
Yeah, which maybe that is the pastel pink that they are like dolls. So maybe they are acting. You know, maybe we're not giving it a chance, but it's so difficult with these clips because you know we might be seeing like a really basic part of the performance, and we're not seeing that we're not getting anywhere near.
What we used to.
No, well, yeah, I mean that's another story, isn't it? But we're not getting anywhere near kind of a good enough chance to be able to make a proper judgment. But interesting to see what you guys said. A couple of you said Czechia are non-qualified. Bubble Pirate, you're saying that. Gingerbread.
To be fair, after this rehearsal, I had high hopes for them, but it has lowered my hopes.
Lost matches, you're saying apart from the obvious favourites, you found most entries too close to call this year, anyone's game, and that's one of my favourite things about Eurovision. I hate it when it's all really close to call.
Yeah.
So
though it makes us feel really powerful, like we know everything.
And I love a surprise.
Yeah.
I love, as long as it's a good surprise.
Yeah.
Like not a Sirhat type surprise.
No, you don't exist on this stream anymore.
Let's have a look. Morton V, I can see you talking about the BBC coverage and how impressed you are. So many programmes on TV, radio, etc. So obviously I can't really compare because I only visit Eurovision as a tourist, so I don't know what the domestic TV programming is in all the other countries that we've been to. But yeah, from a UK perspective, seeing the BBC put this much serious effort into Eurovision, and I've not seen kind of any jokiness yet.
Yeah.
Which is really great.
Yeah. It's all still a little bit weird and kind of confusing that like the UK's just turned into Eurovision land all of a sudden. I mean, I'm not complaining, but the amount of like special programming they've allocated to Eurovision compared to previous years, and it's like serious programming, it's incredible to see, and I hope that this carries on for the foreseeable future.
Same. This next week especially is going to be the real turning point for the UK's attitude when it comes to Eurovision, because people are going to see an amazing show. They're going to see lots of different influences from all around Europe. They're going to see countries united by music, to use a cliche. And I think it will be a real.
You're good at this.
I think it will be a real turning point in how the UK treats, how the UK public treats Eurovision going forward. Because the BBC have shown over the past couple of years now they're taking it a lot more seriously. So great job so far, BBC. And we just before we go into the next country, we were down by the arena today, and it's now starting to feel even more like things. Obviously, the rehearsals are starting, but you're seeing kind of hoarding go up and fences and an accreditation centre, etc. So it's starting to become a bit more real, which is really exciting, but sad at the same time because it's all going to be over in like a week and a half. Gingerbread wants to know, any chance for any UK representative outside of England? It seems to be an English artist every year. Well, there's always this debate. I think the last time we had someone non-English would have been Bonnie Tyler.
She's not English?
She's Welsh. Of course.
So when was that?
2013. Wow, 10 years ago.
Yeah, and then before that,
God.
I think it would have been
Gina G.
Where's Gina?
No. It was James Fox was Welsh.
Oh, he's Welsh,
wasn't he? And Jessica Garlick.
Oh yeah, of course.
Jessica Garlic.
And Katrina and the Waves was
Irish.
American.
Yeah.
Gina G was an Aussie.
Well, anything's possible.
Anything seems to go.
You never know.
Would have been nice to have had a Liverpudlian. I mean, I'm so happy with May.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but you know, maybe they missed a chance at getting a. But it's about the song. Okay, it's about the song. It had to be the right song.
Instead, I wrote a song.
Oh, Lucy Jones was Welsh.
Oh
of
yes,
course.
of course.
There you go. So 2017 then was the last time we had a non-English singer for the UK. But anyway, let's talk about the next country.
It is the Netherlands with
Mia and Dion.
yes.
Mia
the one.
Nicolai, Dion Cooper. I've learned it today. I think it's this is a glow up.
Oh yeah.
I love this for them because it was so sad this whole hate they were getting from their own broadcaster. It's so unprofessional. So I'm so happy that they were able to prove them wrong and prove their home country wrong. It must be really disheartening having who is supposed to be your biggest supporter, like your family, your home, having trashed you like this on public television. It's not giving the rest of like the future artists any confidence to maybe want to go and represent the Netherlands. And it's a shame because the Netherlands in Rotterdam put a fantastic show, and with Duncan Lawrence and all of these great artists, they were getting on a really good track.
Yeah, there is no artist that I've been willing to give a good performance this year now than the Netherlands. Well, more particularly Mia and Dion, because they've had a really shit time, basically, with the press in the Netherlands. I think it's been very, very unfair on them. And actually quite heartbreaking to think of an act representing your country going through kind of ridicule and you know, being dragged and bashed. And it's not all been directed to them. It's mainly been directed to kind of the
Committee that chose them.
and you know, I think even in the Netherlands, some directed at Duncan Lawrence. So I'm really happy that from what we've seen, they gave a really good rehearsal today, and of course a good performance on TV. I think it was either in the Netherlands or Germany the other day. And Eurovision is those 3 minutes that matter. The pre-parties don't matter.
Yeah.
TV performances, you know, in other countries don't matter. It's those 3 minutes that matter. Better accent. It's those 3 minutes that matter. So. Yeah, I'm really happy for them.
Yeah, I kind of feel like this is, I don't want to use the word like revenge or karma, but it is kind of that in a way. They've delivered a great rehearsal today and sounded great and looked great, and it's kind of a bit of a, well, here's to you, Dutch broadcaster, Dutch media, like, here we are doing a great job type thing. So I'm happy for them that it's worked out well in the end.
But outside of all of this drama, I think the performance was really nice. It's very elegant. It's like this dark vibe of like Duncan Lawrence staging. It's very mysterious, very elegant. So I'm really happy it's staged like that. It feels intimate.
Yeah, and I actually remember last year with Steen as well, that people initially weren't happy with the staging. They thought it was too simple, and including Dutch Eurovision fans, and she actually just came and proved a lot of people wrong, and the staging really worked. It was a beautiful, stunning performance. They've got a song again this year, Netherlands, which will lend itself to a beautiful performance and beautiful staging. It doesn't have to be anything but simple. So I've just seen your comment, Robbie, guilty.
We had a McDonald's actually.
It's not Clara's cooking today.
I didn't cook. There's still a lot of curry chicken in the fridge, but we are going to heat it up tomorrow for lunch. And
yeah, unfortunately we finished late again tonight, so we just got to a point where we just thought, oh, let's just go and pick up some food from somewhere. I don't think any of us wanted to cook or wash up today. And I know that this part of the apartment looks really nice and tidy, but the rest just looks like a bomb's hit it.
If we had to show you, if this was a bit real and we had to show you what's behind this camera,
you would have a heart attack.
Okay, no, they're probably imagining, we're tidy, it's clean, it's just untidy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's clean.
It is clean.
I often go around with a cloth, so it's very clean. Anyway, so yeah, there you go, Netherlands. Who was next? It was
3 words. Cha cha cha.
My favorite. My winner.
I don't even think there's anything for us to say, is there? Really?
I mean, I think his rehearsal today has made me think this could actually win the whole Eurovision. I was never on board with him winning before. I didn't think it was going to happen. Now I could see it happening, I think.
I love this so much. I'm so happy for him to win. My bank account, maybe not so much, but it's better than in Stockholm, I guess. So yes, I love like he's made the parody even more of a parody. It's like comedy to the maximum. I'm sorry for the dancers, because that hair piece they have, like having all of this cap resembles to a hair, must take hours to stick, and it must look feel uncomfortable. And now this human centipede even has like... Centipede, sorry. Centipede, I think it's in Spanish. Centipede now even like makes waves. I don't know, it's just so fun. I don't want it to end.
I mean, that bit of the performance is my least favourite bit, actually.
But it's the one TikTok showed. Yeah, and I love that he's so true to himself and his puppy ways.
He's just cute.
Yeah,
he's so cute. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I haven't got anything to say about Finland, and that's because it's just amazing. I don't know. I mean, I'm absolutely in love with it, and I think Europe and the world now, isn't it? Will be in love with it as well. I can imagine some people in like the States and Brazil thinking, "What the f is going on here?" But yeah, it's might not be Lorene's to take this year.
For me, actually, I think Loreen can come second. For me, it's Finland, Sweden, and Israel.
Oh.
It's funny because just quick talk about Israel because they were kind of going for the Eleni Foureira effect, and they deliberately have not wheeled Noah Kirel out to do any performances until Eurovision for that reason, because it was like a bit of a superstition. You can kind of forgive them when she can, and you understand why they've done that when she comes and gives a rehearsal
like that.
and staging.
I think it's from all of the rehearsals is the one that just have come to mark the territory. Like it's just finished. There's very little changes. They came prepared. They came prepared.
Like if that was their kind of live semi-final performance, that would be incredible.
Hello to you, Jay Stan. You don't think you could be more excited about Finland, but you are. Might be your fave Eurovision entry of all time. Love that. Morton V, your top 3 is Finland, Australia, and Croatia. Did we like the Eurovision, Alex? Did we like the third girl? Is there a third girl in Karia's performance?
No, there's two. Female dancers and 2 male dancers.
Which third girl are you talking about? Let us know.
Joanne, yes, Finland is the young chap in the green.
Yep.
It's absolutely crazy, and you're going to love.
It's party.
It's crazy as party. So that's kind of like a slogan, isn't it, for him now? And you're going to love it if you're seeing it for the first time. Cat Wellham, he's scared though you're supporting it means they won't do well as he supported Germany the last 2 years. Who are you talking about?
I'm confused.
No, sir. Eu amo a Kefera. Finland may win the public vote, but you can't see them winning the jury. Lorem will accomplish the perfect balance of public and jury. That's a really good point, actually, because Lorem will get the balance. But can Karia get a real landslide in the televote?
Maybe this is not such a landslide victory, and it's like maybe the one country wins for 2 points, or we get like this.
I will literally die if it's that close.
Because
it's like the way the voting works now is nail biting, isn't it? Enough. Bubble Pirate, you're in Slovenia. Have fun in Slovenia when you go there on Sunday. Sunday 6 is saying there's a third girl in the Cha Cha Cha.
There's a third girl? Okay, then I didn't see it.
I haven't seen it, even in the pictures.
I think there was just 2 girls and 2 boys, right?
2 boys, no?
Men.
We're gonna have to go back and watch this. But anyway, this is a good chance to say that if you love our knowledge of Eurovision, please do subscribe if you're here for the first time. We're loving sharing this experience with you. We know some of you will be coming, but most of you watching probably won't. So we want to bring you as close to Eurovision as we can. Normally we would be in a press centre doing that, but the press centre isn't open until next week. So we're doing all we can for you guys from Vox HQ. And we will be bringing you closer to the artists as the week goes on. Clara has met with Sunlights today, so please go and check out that interview, give it a like, and we'd be grateful if you could share it as well.
Yeah, and Andy here has auditioned for the busker.
I have auditioned for the busker, and can they find out? If I've got through? Oh, they can. Yeah. You can watch it now.
Finals.
You can watch it. Jessica just ruined it, but still watch it. Guys, go and watch those videos today because we appreciate we've been doing a lot of kind of reaction to rehearsals. Anyway, Eurovision, Alex, you're saying Belgium are going to win at semi-final too. That would be a huge shock, but I'm up for huge shocks.
I don't think that's gonna happen, but I think it's going to place way higher than people think.
Yeah.
But with he's not with Karia, no, not in that semi-final.
No.
He's in the second one.
AC Holland, your best friend Nele Sangria has her birthday today, and of course we can say happy birthday, happy birthday. Nele. Hope you're having a fantastic birthday, and we will sing the only Eurovision song that we can to wish you happy birthday, which is Happy Birthday. No, that's the wrong one, isn't it?
Happy birthday.
No, that's Stevie Wonder.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. And then I don't remember the
Happy
rest of the
birthday
lyrics.
to you, may your wishes come true.
That's it.
it.
Woo! Happy birthday anyway, have a great one. Lee Fern, your new number one is Finland, followed by Sweden and Austria. Let's have a look at some more of the comments. Guys, really sorry if we're not catching all of your comments. There's so many of you in here. If you're really desperate, please at Eurovox in the live chat and it will hopefully make it stand out a little bit more. We've got Athena Top, you're worried, you're afraid about Austria's staging. I'm hella excited about Austria's staging.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I have a sneaky feeling that Austria are going to pull it out of the bag with their staging, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. I don't think we have to worry about live vocals because Taya and Selena have showed that they can pull the live vocals out of the bag. And when there's this much hype about the song, I have a lot of faith in ORF and the team that they're going to put it out of the bag with staging.
Someone wants us to speak about Brunette because
we will be getting to Brunette. We're going through the rehearsals in order at the moment. So who is next, actually?
It's semi-final to opener Denmark.
Oh wait, so Gustav was...
He's in the second semi.
Okay.
I got confused, sorry.
So Denmark... I think it's a very TikTok-friendly performance. I think it's he can really upload that in a vertical format, and I think it's not my favorite, but I'm surprised. I'm surprised that he is able to fill the stage alone with his charisma. He has a very understated charisma. There's nothing like aggressive on him or like, you know how Iceland. Power, what's her name? Julia has such a strong charisma, strong personality. Like she could like power through a wall, and she supports the performance all by herself. Riley supports his performance in a completely different energy, and I think that's really charming to watch.
I mean, I've said from when this was selected that I think this song will do well. I think it's a fantastic opener for the semi-final. That makes complete sense. I think Riley's got enough of a fan base behind him to sail through to the final. I think this song has, especially the chorus, has the potential to become a viral TikTok hit, and I'm sure that Riley will make sure that happens.
We should maybe learn the TikTok dance.
Quite excited about this. We saw him all in kind of pastel pink today, but it's not the final outfit.
They're still making it.
They're still making it.
Like
I'm sorry, but we've known about the dates of Eurovision for a long time. I'm not sure why it's still being made. Maybe they're concealing a kind of a special surprise that they don't want us to get wind of. So we will see. But I'm confident that Riley will be going through to the final.
Yes.
Me too.
Like all of his props are super clean visually, so I think it's cool.
Simple Things is saying Marvin Dietman created the staging for Armenia and Cyprus, so you're very excited to see what he's done for the UK. Georgia, Australia, Austria, and Germany.
He's a busy man.
He's a rich man as well. We've got Delta Who. Australia is your number one for semi-final 2 and top 10 for the final. All I'm going to say is watch out for Australia in this semi-final. People have slept on Australia, and I think they're going to bring it with their performance and their staging. I'm really excited to see their rehearsal. Which is tomorrow.
Tomorrow it should be.
Morton v Denmark is one of your favourites. Got a very nice retro type sound. It's also very modern. Don't know how to describe it. You really like the melody. Bubble Pirate, Lumix and Pia Maria won 2 Austrian Amadeus Music Awards a couple of days ago for Best Electronic Dance and Best Song of the Year. Oh wow, okay. And Justin, of course, the Aussies won't disappoint. They never do. After Denmark, we had
Armenia.
For me, this was another wow song. Well, we always think that Armenia are going to bring it with the staging anyway. This staging isn't what I expected, but for me, it's just really, really beautiful. It showcases Brunette really well as well, because she has got one of my favourite voices of the contest this year. It's like, it just melts. It's like, I don't know, it's like butter melt. I don't know, honey. It's honey to the ears. That's how I would describe it. she's got an absolutely beautiful voice, and she just looked stunning on stage, and the staging and the colours, everything was beautiful. It doesn't look like anything else this year, and for me, seeing the staging has increased Brunette's chances, because she's not in the best kind of starting slot, but I think the song, I think her, and I think the staging are good enough to get her through.
Yes, I think I was like, the video clip was very confusing. There were so many things going on, and you missed her personality. She, in the video clip, for me, looks more like a product. Now she looks more like an artist on stage. She looks more like a human, and she feels relatable, because actually the lyrics of the song are super relatable.
Yeah, but what I love is how it's just totally different to the music video, and it just shows like, you know, how the song can be adapted in many different ways, and there's not just one specific colour scheme or vibe. It can be portrayed in so many different ways, and what they've done with the staging, with this kind of psychedelic kind of colours going on this slanted platform, I love it so much. And I think it works perfectly.
Yeah, and I've just seen Barbara Kelleter in the chat. Can
Hi!
we blow a kiss to you, Barbara?
And I love her.
Hi to Anamika
Yes.
as well. And you're just saying that you're curious about the rapping part, and you're curious about the rapping part. I've just lost your comment. You're curious about the rapping part and the staging. Well, from what we saw, the staging was stunning. We didn't get to see any clip of the rapping.
Part, no. But I love also her dress. I want that dress for myself.
Yeah, can I just say, she's so tiny as well. It would fit you, the dress, because you're probably about the same size.
But I'm taller for sure.
And the other thing I like about Armenia is it just shows there's like sometimes when she does her music, she comes across as very, very confident, but you get to see a vulnerability in this song as well, which I really like. And she's not the most confident person, I think. I think she has doubts about, you know, herself, and, you know, maybe a little bit shy at times. But anyway, there you go. We've got Vlad Adamian. You're saying Brunette can win the second semi-final. Mark, even though second place is known as the death slot, do we think Malta and Armenia could break the curse? Hell yes.
Yes.
Both.
I think the curse is just for the final.
It is really, yeah. I mean, it's you
not
know,
for the semi-finals.
No, I mean it is still seen to kind of not necessarily be unlucky. It's not a superstitious thing, but it's not the best. I don't think any country wants to perform like second or third really in the semi-final. And of course we've got Serbia in third slot in semi-final 1.
But I don't think that's gonna hinder their opportunities for Serbia for sure.
No, so it will be nice to see the qualifiers coming from different slots this year. But yeah, Malta and Armenia have they both mean business.
Yes. Yes.
Brunette is good, says Gingerbread, but the lyrics are off-putting for you. Riyadh, you think the lyrics are weird, drinking smoothies in cafes, doesn't make much sense. Well, for those of you who don't know, the lyrics came off some of the lyrics came from off the internet. I think she'd seen someone had posted a message somewhere, and the lyrics kind of inspired her. ESC Manga, Brunette deserves top 5. Laurie Francis, controversial opinion. You think Brunette looks like a Kardashian sister in a good way?
Yeah, I know. I agree. The Kardashians are Armenian too, so and the way she does her makeup is very much on trend, and the Kardashians are the ones that create the makeup trend right now. So I don't see that being a problem.
No, although I will say she looks more real than the Kardashians. RJ says, you think they purposely put strong visual packages in the second spot?
Ooh.
I can understand why, actually.
Maybe as a way to counteract the fact they're in second place, perhaps, or.
Well, I think it might be about getting kind of a more casual viewer past the first couple of songs, because if you go in with a really good opener, which they obviously do every year, something generally quite upbeat. If you then go in with kind of something that may be slower or maybe less liked or visually a bit more boring, then you might lose that casual viewer. So that's a really good point. I've never ever thought about that actually. But that would make complete sense.
Yes.
RJ, you should be sat here, not us. We don't know what we're talking about. We've got Hey, you're saying Armenia top 3. You love Brunette and her voice is the best for you this year. Morton V says, you just found out the most recent qualifying country that performed in the second spot in a semi-final was Running on Air by Nathan Trench.
No.
Are you serious? That was like 6 years ago.
Maybe it's a deficit after all then.
Well,
Wow.
I don't want to believe that. I don't want to believe that.
No.
I mean, I believe that it's that information, that fact is right, but I don't want to believe it's because the other songs that they played on the second position were not so good songs.
Yeah, but also it just shows how good the songs are this year. Tomash, have we talked about Finland? We have spoken about Finland, and we will summarise it in 2 words. Fucking amazing.
Love
Loved
it. Wow, incredible.
It's crazy, it's party, but for real this time.
Yeah. Lukash also wants to know, do we think that the running order can really negatively affect some songs? I think that if the song is good enough, it doesn't matter which position it has.
For me, it's not so much about the position itself. It's more about which song precedes it and which song goes after it.
Yeah, I mean, the running order will always have a slight impact.
Yeah.
It will never completely determine the results of a contest, and it will be different each year because you have a completely different set of songs, and it is about kind of all the songs together. I don't envy producers of the show having to figure out a running order, but it's not always about the songs. A lot of the time it's about the staging and the props and how long it will take to set up the stage between songs, so they have to be very, very clever about it as well to make sure that the show will run smoothly. Guys, if you are just joining us, shout out and say hello to you. Thank you for joining us for the first time. Please do subscribe. We've got so much more coming up for you this week. Riley has done a cover of Tattoo, apparently.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Check that out.
And so has Lord of the Lost.
Barbara is saying statistically it is not a good place, so second place. Andy A has looked into it, and the percentage of qualifying from spot 2 is the lowest, but it's not impossible. Well, I was just going to say, if they really wanted to change it, they would have put like Loreen or Kara in spot 2, wouldn't they? But yeah, I'm really hoping that both Malta and Armenia will break that string of bad luck for spot 2, because I think...
Well, yeah, we can come next week and talk about it once it happens.
If we're not, because I don't know if I can talk to anyone if Malta don't qualify this year.
So you know what to do, guys. If you want to see Andy back in our live chats, you guys need to vote for Malta.
Yeah, and Portugal and Australia and all my other favourite songs, but I would really love to see Malta go through. Justin Hall is saying the running order might have more of an impact this year with televote only. Is a good point, actually. Televote only in the semi-finals. Simple Things wants to know, do we think the BBC has been more open to ideas than other broadcasters? The staging for each country looks fantastic on stage. What do we think? I have no idea, to be honest with you. Sometimes with the staging, some things just aren't possible because of the size of the stage or the technical factors. We know that there was this kind of these discussions around Lorenz staging, and maybe they have had to change it to a box so that it can work on the UK stage. But so we have heard from some delegations that from their point of view, the BBC have been really good kind of dealing with requests, been very professional, and have gone the extra mile to try and grant those requests. So we will see. But we've still got many people to meet. Other people might have a different point of view. Nossa says Portugal is so underrated. Oh, I don't think it's underrated. No.
I think people are paying attention to her.
And she's just released a new video, official video for Ai Coração. So go and check that out if you haven't. And I think from the rehearsal clip, I think it's probably gone up in people's estimations a bit more. Hey, David Moores. You're new to this channel. Well, thank you so much. for joining us. But please don't leave us. We need you to subscribe and keep watching us if you can. You're a huge Cardia fan and lucky to see him live in the first. Oh, you're coming to the semi-final.
That is so cool.
Wow. Well, if you see us, say hello to us.
Yes,
I'm sure
yes.
we'll be around somewhere. You think the juries should reward him for creativity, visualization, and that is David from Leeds. Oh, a neighbour, virtually in Leeds. I used to live in Leeds, actually, David.
Nice. I had a boyfriend from Leeds.
Oh,
I've
it
never
wasn't
been
me.
there.
People make this assumption that a song like Cha 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 won't pick up jury votes.
But I think.
But it's a good song
Yeah.
for that style. You can get crap songs in that style that just won't pick up jury votes. But it's, artistically, it's a fantastic song. It mixes genres. People need to not see this as a joke entry and assume that it will fare as such with the juries, I think. Because I actually think this can get a really good jury score.
Yeah, especially this comment has summarized exactly what the juries will be looking at. So.
Yeah, and thank you for joining us
Yep.
again. Larin Deutsche, you're saying Noah Carell was the best. I don't necessarily disagree. I think she was one of the best today. One of the wow performances that we've seen. Delta Who says Australia are the sleeping giants. Every YouTuber you've looked stunned when reacting to Australia. Australia is right up my street, and I think people are going to be wowed when they see. I think the stage is going to burn. Basically, I'm just picturing pyro.
You mean Brenda's gonna burn?
Not Brenda the keytar, not Brenda. And yeah, I just think there's a reason that Australia is last as well in the semi-final. So I'm really excited about seeing it. Hello to Maz C. Did anyone notice the LED screen above Andrew in Cyprus?
Yeah.
It's like he stole the top half of Sweden's former sandwich.
Yeah.
It's like he's taken a bite of the sandwich and for his performance.
He's a sandwich that I'd like to take a bite of.
My sister got a pickup line or something like that.
Hello. You don't get the hype about Finland and your Finnish. Well, hopefully you're still going to show him, show Cardia support because I have to say, he's working so hard as well. He's done all the pre-parties, I think, apart from Tel Aviv. Not in Barcelona. But yeah, he's doing so much press as well. There's like literally nothing diva-ish about the guy at all. So yeah, still show him some support. KC9 Music, did we see that Brenda has a new friend?
Oh.
No.
Do enlighten us.
Who's Brenda's new friend?
Maybe you're at the little guitar we bought for.
No, not yet. No, who's Brenda's new friend? Oh, I know what you're talking about. There's 2 guitars now, isn't there?
Ah.
Oh, Brenda's got a boyfriend. There's 2 guitars. I know exactly what you're talking about now. I know what you're talking about, yes. Rye Bailey is saying Clara Spain is now 4th in the odds.
Yay! Sorry, I'm not the biggest fan.
Hey Ibrahim, you think Noah Carell, Cardia, and Lorraine will be top 3? I think you're exactly the same as Clara.
Yes, but my position is first Finland, second Sweden, third Israel.
Gingerbread saying Brenda and Brendan, like that.
Oh!
And Riyadh, Cardia has your vote from New York City.
Nice.
Bubble Pirate, which entry do we think uses the stage design the best? Well, if you're talking about the whole stage, obviously you've got kind of like the catwalk, like the second stage bit. So Serbia uses it very well, I think. And if you're talking about who uses the stage the best, I'm probably going to say Serbia.
I would say Serbia and Switzerland, surprisingly, because they are on the main stage, but then the dancers run through the catwalk and they run. You can see them running past Remo, and for me that was a very good visual shot.
Yeah. Who's? I can't remember what country. I think we got to Armenia.
It's Romania's next.
Oh, this will be quick.
Yeah.
It's a very
See? So quick.
it's a
so
very
quick.
surprising move, I think, from Romania to have the styling and the staging they do, because I feel there's a mismatch between what we're seeing on stage and what we're hearing in our ears. I do think that Theodore looks great in this yellow suit. I personally like it, but it doesn't necessarily match the song. And I wouldn't put kind of a yellow suit and Pikachu socks together with a rock song. But I obviously have only seen a very small clip, so maybe there's more to it that's going to work better. But for me, there's a big mismatch between the song, the styles, and everything is just clashing,
Yeah.
I think, which is a shame.
For me, the yellow doesn't bother me so much, actually. But it's, I was hoping that the staging, we've only seen a very tiny part of
Yeah.
it as well, but I was hoping that after seeing this clip, I would like the song more. Love Theodore and his artistry, but the song, and I know it's his song as well, it's just not hitting it for me.
Yeah.
It's not hitting my spot. And yeah, that's a shame, because I was hoping it would change if we saw it staged differently.
Yeah, no, for me, it does nothing.
Yeah, Mark, you feel bad for Romania, you like the song, but you feel like it's the worst staging we've seen so far. Riyadh, we haven't discussed Iru because she hasn't rehearsed yet.
Yeah.
We will talk about her more in depth tomorrow, but I think I can say that I'm expecting kind of some epic staging, I hope, from Georgia. For some reason, I'm just expecting lots of red and white
Yeah.
From Georgia? Wow.
from Georgia. Stop the press. But I don't know, I'm just imagining, like,
Yeah.
in my head, and this might be because maybe it's in her video, is it? Has she got a dress on with like cords coming out?
Yeah.
and stuff?
like very flowy and
Okay,
things like
maybe
that.
that's
Yeah,
where
yeah.
I've got that idea from.
Yeah,
I saw a question. Oh, Robbie Keelty is saying Gustav uses the stage well as
No,
well.
yeah,
I
that's
would
very
agree
yeah.
true. I agree.
and I saw a question from, I'm just trying to find it now. Someone was asking about the odds. Delta Who wants to know, where is Australia sitting in the odds currently? Do we think the odds will improve? I have no idea, and I don't pay much attention to the odds, if I'm completely honest.
I don't think I've ever checked the odds.
Yeah.
No, I think we're probably like the least odds obsessed Euro fans, because it really doesn't. I don't think it has a huge impact. Of course, it gives an indication on what's popular and what isn't, but there will always be a surprise. And I will always say, remember, Eleni Ferreira was nowhere in the
Yeah.
odds until she
came and
rehearsed.
slayed.
But I'll be honest, I wouldn't imagine Australia to be high in the odds.
Yeah.
Just because I know how the odds work, but I think they will be one of the countries that will do really well.
Plus, I love when people have their own opinion and they can construct their own odds without looking at anybody else's odds. It's what makes Eurovision.
Riyadh as well, you love Moldova, so we saw Pasha perform yesterday, just before Sweden, so he's
He's in a tough spot.
he's
I
in a
think.
tough spot, yeah. And KC9 Music, you're saying it's been revealed that Australia has Martin Diekman as their creative director. Bubble Pirate, do we think Aqua should participate in Denmark one day and have a chance to win the contest? Personally, for me, no. Aqua's day
Yeah.
has passed, I think.
If this was maybe like 20 years ago or so, then yes.
I don't think they represent the Danish music scene right now.
Yeah.
So-
I would be happy to see them as an interval act.
Yeah.
They have been,
Yeah,
haven't
they have
Yeah, in
been.
2001.
Yeah, but they can do it again.
Oh, and Barbara's saying Common Linnets were 35 in the odds
Yeah.
before the second rehearsal.
Ooh,
There you go. Yeah, Neil Era Marvin is doing so many stagings that I would love to see the size of that man's house. Do we think Cardias can win over Lorraine?
Yes.
I think it's possible.
Yes.
That's from Thomas.
Because honestly, what I've heard from everyone is that Lorraine is coming with the same formula we've already seen. So she's not bringing something new. She's like bringing a moment of remembrance of her victory. But when we talk about novelty and artistry, it's Karia.
Isi Manga, your bottom is Romania, Croatia, and San Marino. I have to say, San Marino is definitely not in my bottom.
Well, welcome to Eurovox. Well, I have to say that Croatia is one of my favorite songs, also in the contest. Sorry, we're having a laugh cry party here. But I think Croatia is now. I want to laugh and cry at the same time because it's laughing so much. But like, I don't think Croatia is going to perform as good as I expected. But I was like, you have tears in your eyes.
I know.
And
I'm not crying, by the way.
Anyway, yeah. Moving on. So sorry, we were saying San Marino, Romania, and Croatia.
Yeah.
I would like to see Croatia do well. For me, they are going to qualify because also we need. Well, you don't think so.
Yeah.
But I think so. I want them to qualify. We also need like a hint of politicalness in this Eurovision, because let's remember we are in the UK because of Ukraine being at war. So I think that also needs to be remembered. Yes, Andy is rebooting.
I'm back in the room now, guys. I really like San Marino. It's grown on me. Anyway, so they're definitely...
San Marino is a grower, not sure.
Oh God. So yeah, they're definitely not in my bottom ranking. We still got to talk about Cyprus.
So we have Belgium and then Cyprus.
Why do I feel like we're speaking about Belgium?
Because they used the stage really well, and we were they asked us also what was the rehearsal that impressed the most.
But pretty much everything I said before, Belgium, I love Belgium so much. I wasn't a fan of the song when it first won Eurosong, and I never really kind of got on board with the song until today when I saw the rehearsal and just loved every single second of all the, 10 seconds I saw on TikTok.
Thank you, TikTok.
And it's just absolutely fabulous. I mean, Gustav is such a fabulous man. That's the way he comes across on stage. The dancer that he has with him, I mean, that dancer's got some moves. I am very impressed. And everything just is such a feel-good, uplifting song and performance. And I pray and hope that Gustav makes the final. Otherwise, I'm done.
I was so wrong.
Let her be done.
I was so wrong about Belgium when I first listened to it. I didn't give it a shot, and now I can see this going through to the final, and it is one that's really grown on me over the past few months, actually. To be fair, because it's been around for a while, and I'm sorry, Belgium and Gustav, that I didn't give it a chance at first, and I'll quite happily say that I was wrong.
I think for me it's because this is a sound that the music sound, the 90s, has been off my radar for such a long time that it's been, I had to warm up to it, and now that I've warmed up to it, I can see the mastery. Because we don't have any songs similar in this contest.
Yeah, and do you know what? He is one of the most genuine guys as well, and I think it's been a big dream of it. I mean, obviously it's everyone's dream to go to Eurovision, but you can see with some artists that it really has been a big dream. And he's an older artist as well, and you can have these dreams at 20. You can have these dreams at, I don't know how old he is, 38, 39,
let's say
maybe something like that.
That's very, very old.
Yeah, and it's harder when you're older. And the older you get, the more it feels those dreams slip away. So I'm really happy that he's got this chance, and you can see how much it means to him. And even go back and watch his reaction when he won the national, when he won Eurosong in Belgium. Because he literally could not believe it. Neither could I at the time, but he could not believe it. But I'm so happy for him. I saw a comment about Romania that I think we'll go back and address. And it's Danielle Clementi saying, being a Romania enjoyer is frustrating. You don't think it's as bad as we're all saying, but all you see is people who hated it from the start hating it even more. So I've never hated it, and you can see that if I said I don't really like something, if I change my mind, I will come back and I will say so. I've just not changed my mind, but I love him as an artist, and I love what he's doing and what he stands for.
I find his interviews more interesting than his 3 minutes on stage. So I have nothing against him as an artist.
But that's a good point, because we haven't seen the 3 minutes. It could all change That's what I love about Eurovision. And it's so diverse this year that if you do love it and other people don't like it, forget them. Brush them
Yeah.
off. Love the
Shake
songs
it off.
that you love.
Shake it
Don't
off.
listen to the ones that you don't love, is what I'm going to say. And you were going to say something, sorry.
No, I was just.
Cyprus is next.
Yes.
Oh,
The last
Finally.
rehearsal of today.
Yeah, you can
Oh.
keep going. You seem very determined to get your point across. Go.
I am not the biggest fan of the song in general, and the staging does leave me a little bit underwhelmed, just because I feel like the main thing that happens is the graphics on the back of the screen. We've got a lot of fiery reds and oranges and a lot of kind of blue, stormy, rainy kind of graphics coming up, and that's for me really, I guess, the most interesting part, apart from Andrew, of course. But
Andrew may be the main interesting part of the performance.
but I just think it falls a bit flat for my liking.
Andy, I think you can talk about Andrew.
I think this really has potential to qualify.
I like it too, actually. No, I like it too. For me, I'm very. It works for me the opposite as with Jess. I really like the graphics. I think it's a very powerful, passionate scene to see all of like the fire. You know, I guess we are Mediterranean people. We are hot-blooded both, and fire and broken heart. It's you know, the lyrics, I find them relatable. And the guy is hot. Why sugarcoat shit?
Yeah, and you know, apart from him, I actually do think this will. I don't know why I have literally no words to say about Cyprus, but I really like it. I can see this doing well. I think it will stand out for all the right reasons. And it's not really what semi-final the Netherlands in?
One.
One, and this is semi-final
Two.
two. So I think it will stand out. I'm just trying to think of any other song that you would say would maybe be similar, and I'm for some reason thinking like Georgia, maybe no.
No.
No, this one has. It's like a slow tempo, but it's not a ballad. I think it's It has a cadence that is like.
Like a beat.
Yeah, it has a beat
Yeah,
to it.
but it's for me the bit that's going to get everyone is oh.
And he
bit.
has like a really good
Check out his TikTok because he does lots of. I mean, it's his job to sing, but he does lots of singing on
He's
TikTok.
good at his job.
And he's very good. And I've just loved actually seeing him discover kind of Eurovision on his TikTok as well. And he's given attention to all of the songs and all of the artists this year. He's been covering different songs on his TikTok. Robbie Kilter, you love Andrew Lambrou, although the song showcases vocals, you're not keen on it. Electrify was more your bag. Rye Bailey, similar to Greece.
In a way, I could see that.
Slightly, maybe.
RJ saying he is good looking and nice. But that's enough about me. What about Andrew Lambrou? Because we are here to talk. I'm joking, guys. Casey9. Oh, sorry. Irene. Hello to you, Irene,
Hello.
first of all, because I don't think it said hello to you yet. Imagine watching those graphics on TV from the actual cameras will be great. And someone asked me if I was going to try on Danny from Voyager's jacket after the semi-final. I'm going to tell you something now, that I'm slightly wider than Danny from Voyager, and I was so scared putting that jacket on because I could just feel it wasn't made for me size-wise. It's still intact. I did lend it back to him, but I probably won't
But you
try it
looked
on again.
fabulous in it nonetheless.
I have to say that I felt fabulous in it as well, so maybe that needs to be my new style. Morton V, we've got Poland rehearsing. Yes, we have.
Yeah.
So for those of you that don't know, we have got rehearsing tomorrow,
Yep. Would you
and
like?
I'm one of the people that don't know.
which are us.
We have Estonia, Iceland, Greece, Poland, Slovenia, Georgia, San Marino, Austria, Albania, Lithuania, Australia.
Wow.
And
It's
that-
going to be a good day tomorrow.
That completes the semi-final first rehearsals.
That's gone quick.
I know. It's going too fast.
Let's have a look. Oh no, Danielle, I didn't think your Romania comment was about me. It's just that you experience a lot of excessive negativity. I think you probably know us well enough. We're never excessively negative because we appreciate the artists and what they do, and that's why I think all of us keep saying that we love Theodore for who he is and what he's doing. It's just, you know, not every song can be for everyone, and
I would actually like to see him back with a different song because I'm very intrigued in what his full potential could be, because obviously these 3 minutes are not going to define his whole career. So I'm looking forward to see if he can come up with something maybe that's more appealing to a wider audience.
Yeah.
And also he's quite young and I think quite new to kind of music. It will be great for him to properly find his style and his voice and do something that's going to really showcase him as an artist better.
Yeah, but what I will say is please don't let it get you down. And sometimes you just have to kind of block out the negativity as well. Like I said, if you love it, you love it. Yeah. And that's what Eurovision is about. If we all love the same song, there would be no point in having 37 songs. You know, there is something for everyone. People will drag me for, you know, loving San Marino, for instance, because I really like San Marino now this year. It's grown on me. And people look at me like I'm mad, and I see it in everyone's bottom ranking,
including mine. Sorry.
But yeah,
but you like Serhat.
But I mean, this is for everyone as well, because you know, as the years go on, I see so much more negativity in terms of on the internet. Yeah, but in terms of Eurovision and the fandom, and you know, I don't personally get involved in Facebook groups, but I see what goes on in them. And there's some comments that I see about other members or artists or countries, and it's just vile. And it's really,
very toxic.
It's really toxic is exactly, toxic is the word. And it's not the way that we should be heading in the world. So, you know, we want to bring positivity back to, it's always been positive Eurovision. It always should be. Yeah.
But it's true, and I've seen it this year I've noticed it this year more than other years. I don't know why I suddenly, like, maybe people are getting, like, braver, but in the wrong way of brave, like, they're... I don't know what's wrong with society. Everyone can have an opinion.
Yeah. There's a way to express your opinion that doesn't cause harm to others, and you know, we've seen that with artists this year. We've seen it at pre-parties, and it needs to stop. Love what you love, and let everyone else love what they love.
Love, peace, peace.
Yeah. But anyway, guys, I think we should probably
wrap it up
there, because
wrap it up.
I feel like we have the opportunity to get a slightly earlier night tonight than we had last night.
We really need and look
forward
to.
I really
Especially because tomorrow is going to be one of those days with so many countries.
Just one of those days.
But quickly, just because he shouted out to us, Mark, in honour of San Marino, if you could smell like an animal, what animal would I smell like?
Oh.
I'm going to say a cat, and I'll tell you why. Because I have a really sensitive nose when it comes to perfume. I love perfumes and aftershaves, and I love people that smell nice. And cats, when they've been hugged, especially by women, always have a lasting scent of perfume. So I'm going to say I would like to smell like a cat, because people pick them up and go like that, and then they smell of perfume. There you go.
That's a good answer. I mean,
well, go ahead.
Do animals really have much of a scent?
They smell pretty bad in general.
I mean, I'm not an animal person. So
Cats are very clean, though. Cats are very clean.
I'm just going to steal Andy's idea and go for a cat.
Okay, my favourite animal is a black panther. Ooh. And I've never been close enough to anyone.
I hope you're not, ever.
So I'm not sure how they smell.
I need you back here.
So in my mind, they are odorless. So they have no smell, and I would like to keep that fantasy. So I smell like a black panther.
But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new here and you've enjoyed watching us, please subscribe. If you're new here and you've not enjoyed watching us, please subscribe, and we would love your support. And guys, we will catch up with you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.